Hello, it's Mr. Blaze with another video. Today I'll be talking about top 8 at Pittsburgh and also the top 8 at the championship in Yokohama, Japan from last week. We'll jump right into the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more videos. And the top 8 so far we got right here is uh, Lugia Single Strike by Rahul Reddy, who took this to a top 8 finish at Pittsburgh Regional. I like this build. It's very simple. Some people play the Jet Energy, some people don't play the Jet Energy. I truly believe the Jet Energy does help. Like, you can push Tyranitar V out without having to retreat. With the Pokemon, it just helps really well. Penny inclusion actually does help a lot. If your opponent can't one hit KO your Pokemon, you can just penny it back up, put the energy back in. You can play Iona, like you can set Tyranitar back down. Iona, the single strike energy back into your deck next turn. If your opponent Iona's you, they stupidly they could put the penny, put the energy right back in. They can use Archeop to get the energy right back onto Tyranitar V. Overall, I like this build. I usually play Ordo with Turbo Energy, but that's just me. Of course, Rahul Reddy been topping regionals for like the last 5-6 years. It looks like, but this is a very standard list. I would definitely take a peek at this if you want to play Single Strike Lugia. The seventh place deck that's I've been playing recently. Lucas Zing's 10-pound Max Caliber with the Bimeral. No Palkia, no RCS, no Pidgeot. I truly believe this is a very simplified build to play under Pass, but the big key is this. If Pass is not very prevalent in the format, I would probably add in a Pidgeot, maybe a Palkia, RCS. The big difference is, and there's a video coming out about why each engine is different. The Doof and Barrel engine could work with a Pidgeot and a Pidgey engine. The main thing is you would take out probably one. You'll take out a 1/1 engine of Doof and Barrel, add a rare candy, add those two, and you'll probably have to take out the cross switchers, go for bosses orders. Probably take out Pokestops, add a skate park. You have to switch the deck around enough where you can fit the engine. RC's engine is very good. It sets you up early. It's not gonna be a main attack, but it could be because for 200 attack you can knock out like a Raikou V, without having to use your energy on Chimpow. It's just very simple. And with the Palkia, you are able to hit for 260 with two full benches, plus use the Star Portal to re-energize a Chimpow and Rainy Greninja. It's just so free. You're at a sense where you're playing with such a low engine in a sense, and you just have firepower. Either way, I like this build. Very simplified build, but if you're playing in a meta with a lot of pass, this is a good build to go with. Number 6, or this is sixth place. Adam Reinhardt's Mariano Flaffy deck, and I'm just giving you a heads up. I like this build a little bit more than Jesse Parker's build. You'll see it in a bit, even though they're similar. I like this build. Of course, you're playing Drapion V for the Mew matchup, even though I truly can't believe Mew's kind of free with the Zapdos and the Raichu. That's 5 energy. That's 3 prizes. All you need is one more attacker. If you could boss up like a what's the card? A Genesect V. A Genesect V. You're good. Of course, you got the Luminia V. Of course, the Mirada. Walkability EX. Turn 1. After that, you discard it, or you can lost zone it off lost vacuum. He uses the Zero Aura or over the Flying Pikachu. I'm a hit or miss with it. It's good because this only gives you one prize instead of 2 prizes. But the bad part is you can't put a Forest Seal Stone on that. But even if you still have Raikou, Drapion, Raichu, and Luminia V, that's fine. It's a trade. But either way, I like this build. Very simple. 2 armors instead of one. A judge, 2 iotas, three professors research. Just discard whatever you had. And plus the Serena. The Serena is a card I haven't seen in a while, but that's a card that might come back in my deck. Now we have fifth place. Another thing I'm very fond of playing. Lost Zone, guaranteed V Star, whichever one you want to call it. Very simplified engine. Right there you get the 2-2-1. You don't need Spiritomb V. I mean, you can play Spiritomb if you have a lot of Mew, like a lot of V Pokemon running, basic V Pokemon running around. But overall, got the Chorus, got the Boston Doors, 2 Roxanne, 1 Iono. There's always a back and forth. Do you need Roxanne? Do you need Ionos? Which one is better? Either way, I would definitely go for it. It's definitely better to go one or the other, or sometimes you can go both. 2 Mirage Gates, VIP Mass Course, 3 Nest Balls, 3 Switch Cards. Like, there's always been a thing, 3 Switch Cards or 4 Switch Cards, 2 Escape Rows. You have to get energy. That's why a lot of times that your energy just helps. It's like, and also, like, and this is my big thing. Once you get to 4 or 5 in the Lost Zone, if you can get to 4 in the Lost Zone turn 1, I guarantee the Abyss Thinking can push you over top. There's games where you can get to 7 in the Lost Zone. You can go 2 comfy or 2 to 3 comfies, a chorus that gets you 5, and Abyss Thinking gets you 7. Plus, he has the Lost Vacuum. I think that Lost Vacuum at times gets rid of a dead Battle VIP pass. Plus, you can just use it on Pokemon. I can get you to 6 to 7, and that right there, 2 comfies, a chorus, plus a Lost Vacuum 5, plus that Abyss Thinking 7. I think Lost Vacuum definitely a card that we should consider putting back in their deck. Of course, 2 Super Rods, 3 pass. This is my debate. You should 3 pass is perfect. I would no less, no more. Right there. For the 4 Jet, the 4 Sidekick. The whole heads up was, do you play water or do you play water or not? It really comes down to how much do you value using Radiant Greninja. If you value using Radiant Greninja, go for it. If you're it's only there for draw, I would my build is a little more guaranteed heavy. I cut the 3 grass, or I cut the 3 water, not the 3 grass, the 3 water. I go probably, I think I'll cut the 3 water, add 1 more grass, 1 more Sidekick, 5-4, then that last water might become I don't know if it becomes a super rod, but it definitely becomes a switch card. Maybe a switch card, maybe a switch, maybe another Kramer or something. It's it depends on how you want to play, but I like this build overall. This is a good build. Now we have 4th place Andrew Hendricks, single strike Lugia. It's similar to Rahul Reddy's, the 3 Ionos. I think the difference between him and Rahul Reddy's, Andrew Hendricks, let me say, he plays Jet Energy. I think that's the biggest thing. He plays Andrew Hendricks plays Jet Energy. I think that right there is a nice pivot. If you have it in your hand, you can just literally put it out to a Storage Order, a Tyranitar V, Luminia, not Luminia, but you can use it. You can put out a Lugia for 220. Yeah, it's either way. It's very simplified list. I would definitely recommend playing this build as well. It either way, if you value your energy, yes. If you don't, you could just play Rahul Reddy's build. Either way, they're both good builds. 3rd place, Colin Burley Matthews with his I was looking at Mew, his Mew VMAX. I don't know, I had a brain fart there. Mew VMAX. Just very simple. It's the SQ. I remember saying this for a long time. This card was good. I think it, and I was like, why did not people not play this? I realized people weren't playing this because of Mana Fee. But I think now Mana Fee is 50-50 in that. I think this is definitely good to slap off a Spiritomb. Put damage on. You can put 160 and knock out I remember I was playing against a Mew player online, and he sniped out my Bass Caliber at 160 because they had 4 So they have four. What's the what's the damage? They had four fusion strike energy. It's crazy. Talbot, of course, always come in clutch. So Bayonetta for 280, just one power tablet takes out a Mew, and a mirror match takes out a Gardevoir EX. It's nuts. Lots of disaster, of course, for the Giratina and the right shoes. Choice belt, yes, you get that's 310 out of Mew. You because you're not too like afraid of Gardevoir EX because you can always just take it out because it's 190. Well, only knock out a Genesis EX and a Mew V, but that's 2 to 2. That's good. That's 3 to Turbo, the one pass, the 2 lost city, the 1 Tile Star. I think Tile Star is just really busted because if you just place Tile Star, you can either get your choice spell or your box of disaster. It's just so good. Even though your opponent can use it as well, sometimes they don't play 2 cards, and that's just really a one-sided stadium. Overall, this very standard Mew VMAX list, but overall it's great. Next, right here, number 2 or the second place, Jesse Parker's second place list. And you can see the difference this list. One Arvid, he plays the Flying Pikachu. It's weird. I'm weird when I play this deck. I play. I remember. I only play 3 Professors Research. I used to play 4, but I'm like, a lot of times I rather just Iota. Walkability EX never really comes up. That's why there's times I'll get rid of Squawkability EX and then keep Professor at 4. I play the Flying Pikachu V and the VMAX. The VMAX just auto wins you games in certain matchups. It's like because that Flying Pikachu, the only Pokemon I can like that Flying Pikachu 190 attack makes it that no basic Pokemon can attack. That's me unless you're playing an Arceus or what's the build? An Arceus or a Palkia build, and even Pidgeot build to a certain degree. Like you can't damage him. It's like he can one shot a Palkia V Star and a Pidgeot EX. That's when you're like, yeah. I've thought about playing the Flying Pikachu V and V Max just to if you get 3 energy on that, and you're going against um a basic deck or a deck that plays a lot of basics, you just auto win because they can never attack you. They have to boss up something and then like boss that back up, and then it's just nuts. Overall, very standard. You got the Bravery Charm. Like sometimes I'll troll put Bravery Charm on a Flying Pikachu. Like VMAX just making 360 that just becomes almost impossible to knock out. But that's just me being crazy. And the number 1 list or the first place as well. Andrew Estrada's Kyogre Lost Box. And the crazy thing about this is I was like, oh, maybe I should try this out. He said, yeah, this is like nuclear physics. I'm like, yep, I'm good. He plays a one Pokestop, 1 Beach Card, 1 Artisan. And the thing about Pokestop, I realize a lot of times, in a lot of decks, you don't want Pokestop to be like the main focus. You kind of want to play at least 2 to get to the cards you need because he plays, I think, how many items? 4, 8, 12, 15, 18, 21, 23, 25, 26, 27. Don't count this because this is a tool now. 27 item cards. That's me. You have a good chance of hitting off a lot of them. Definitely if you of course use Battle VIP pass early. You can search for the Pokemon you need. Like this is one of the decks I would definitely say is one of the best decks in the format, but at the same time, it's not a deck I would recommend anyone that's new to Lost Box. I would recommend Goodra or Giratina just because they're a lot simpler. Like Goodra's defensive. If you want to learn how to play defensive Pokemon, Goodra. Offensive, Giratina. But overall, I definitely recommend playing. I'm definitely giving this a try online first. I'll probably take out the Kyogre build and just start with the Lost Zone engine, and then I'll move on from there. But that's just my opinion. And now we'll go over to the Champions League Yokohama. We got the 8th place, and the okay, how you put it? All the lists are here except for the seventh place. We don't. There's no seventh place list updated, but there's a spoiler alert. There's gonna be a Mariah list near the top or on the top. That's me. We'll jump right onto that. We got eighth place Yusuke Miyahashi list. Very simple, Charizard, Gallade. I think this might be a good way to go because a lot of times what you do is the curlier, you're discarding like a Battle VIP pad, a low ball you don't need, you draw two. This is so busted. The good thing about level ball, you go low ball for a curlier and a Charmeleon. It's like that's a 2-for-1. You got Ultra Ball for Gallade. You got the Charmander. Once this come out at 151, this Charmander's gonna be a lot better because they can't snipe two at once with Sableye. I mean, they can still snipe it out with Rating your Ninja, but that's just they can snipe out half your bench with Rating your Ninja. Overall, you got the Sick Fire. I've always wondered why Sick Fire, but the Charlotte EX does 3 at a time. There's gonna be times you go to Super Rod and one gets knocked out. And of course, Get Energy, love it. 4, yep. Reversal Energy is cracked. Art of those nuts. Rare candy, yeah, of course you need 4 rare candies because sometimes you're gonna go for a Rolls right to a Gallade, of course. Very standard build, nothing too much about it. It's like you look at it, you're like, okay, this is not too much. All right, yeah, just very simple. Now you have the sixth place. This is sixth place. Sixth place, Julia Kawado. I'm sorry if I butcher these names. I have no idea how to pronounce half these names. He played a Gardevoir list, very simple. Of course, he has the Mew EX. Of course, this set has 151. Plus, he has the that new Moonlight. It's the new Moonlight Stadium, Moonlight Hill. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard a psychic energy from their hand to heal 30 damage for all their Pokemon. Pretty much what this turns into is like, okay, give you an example. Say this is at 2. Say you need to hit like 360. You heal okay, he's at 200, right? He's at 200 damage. You heal this, he goes to 170. He can literally put 2 more energies on. That's 30 makes it that he can go from 200 to 210. That 210 matters because 9 energy is 330. If you play 10, say you put all 10. That's 3 is 150, and you're adding another 2. Was yeah, this one is 30 plus. That's me 30 plus 210 out of top of 150 is 360. You're hitting for 360 damage. That knocks out everything. Even though Blastoise with that 30 damage boost, you're still it's a 360. You can knock it out with one hit and still have some health left. Like Dust, Cresselia's busted, Mew's busted, Mew EX, discards. It fits in his deck well because he just puts 3 energy, boss or whatever Pokemon you want knocked out, and then you just use Mew EX. Of course, you're gonna use Gardevoir EX to put extra damage on Pokemon, and then I mean that extra damage, but extra psychic. If you're gonna use it like a hail blade or something, and that's your last knockout, just put that on and just boom go. I like this deck. Very simple. Got the temples. Yeah, I would definitely recommend playing temples if your deck loses to like Lugia. I would definitely recommend playing temple. Now you have the 5th place Shota Nakayama Lugia, Colors Lugia, and honestly, this build might give me back into playing Lugia. You got the Lydia's Revolve. This is the one card everybody was like, go use this card if you discard 2 other cards from your hand, draw a card for each of your opponent's Pokemon. Play with me. If your Pokemon has a full bench, draw 6 cards. That's mean you can literally Ultra Ball, into Arceus to get Liddy's Revolve, and then you can drop to 6, and then you can discard more cards. It's one of those cards where, draw a card. That's me. It's like good thing. It doesn't say draw until you have 6. You can draw 6 if your opponent has a full mention that Pokemon is active. Of course, you got Arceus, you got Snorlax, 3 Snorlax. I think this is better Snorlax. That plus the therapeutic energy just makes it so much better. I think the one thing I think this deck. Oh no, sorry, no, because I keep forgetting this deck can't run Super Rod because these are all special energies. But like overall, truly, I think with 3 Snorlax, you can probably run another therapeutic energy. Like I don't know if Zinnia Resolves works all the time, but if it does, cool. If it doesn't, okay. Like that therapeutic energy of Snorlax is just so busted. It works wonders. Yeah, of course you got the Mute EX, you got Luxray. That Luxray in the mirror match is disgusting. Pumpkin Boo, just you got 5 stadium out. Just it works so well. But yeah, this definitely a build that could convince me to go back into playing Lugia Single Strike. Not Single Strike, Colors. I like Colors a little better. I don't know. It's just the play style just seems a little bit more fluidly. Now you got fourth place. Hayato Suzuki with his Gardevoir, very simple. Not gonna go too much over. Moonlight Hill, 30 damage. It makes Nasty V hits for 360. It's disgusting. Even 390, because if you think about 170, and this is right here. If you have 11 energy on him, you have this 3 that makes it 150, and then if you add 9 more, that's 270. Or no, sorry, it's the 150. If you have the 3, you add 8 more, that's 390. You're adding 8 more, that's 240. Yeah, you can hit up to 390. It's just for a final knockout disgusting. You just one shot anything. And sometimes you kind of want to overdo it, but yeah, overall, this deck's disgusting. Like this is a deck I've considered go back and forth. Like I don't like playing this deck, but at the same time, this deck is it's very simple to play. It's like the way you have to realize is look at what matchup and what Pokemon do I need to use in order to win. That's the main thing. But other than that, I think Gardevoir's still in a good position to play. And this one doesn't play the Mute EX. I'm like, okay. He does play the Moonlight Hell, and I think once we get that card, that Gardevoir, I matter of fact, I'm gonna say my opinion about Moonlight Hill for another video, but like this is a very good deck. Third place, Rapid Track Inteleon, Urshifu, very simple. Doesn't really get anything new from 151. Here too, got the melody, you got the creative focus, just all around great deck. Just it is very powerful. The way it plays, just you put damage around. It's like with Urshifu VMAX. It's like you got Medicham just to like you can knock out a Manaphy, and then it's like. But I do see this deck losing a lot of steam once Paradox Rift comes out, but we'll have to see if this deck could adapt. But this is a very good deck, very simple, not too much, a very standard list. The Cheryl just to heal if they do like 322 like an Ursula VMAX for double but can't knock it out, just Cheryl it right back up. It's just okay. Oops. Should have knocked it out. Number 2, colors. I keep saying single trade, but it's colors. Colors. Lugia, the 2 Snorlax, the 1 Snorlax block. I don't mind the Snorlax block. 150. Your Pokemon can't get that active. It works. I like the 180 damage, but plus you got the therapeutic energy. It works like it's like the Snorlax. They both have the same health, but one's like prevent all attacks from Pokemon. That's me no Sableye, no nothing. You actually have to knock this Pokemon out. Plus 180 the therapeutic energy, it never goes to sleep. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. It's like during Pokemon you have to flip 2 coins instead of 1, but if you have therapeutic energy, it's always awake. It's just clutch. Mute EX just it works so well in this deck. Double turtle energy and the jet energy just makes this active. And it doesn't even matter if you lose 20 damage. If you ever play a deck that's like just like in a sense that just has like a one hitter knockout, you just almost win a lot of times. But simply easy deck to learn how to play. Pretty much get Lugia V Star onto your bench or your active. Or you need at least 2 Archeops to your discard pile by turn 2. You can get a turn one like a lot of times. Like my luck, I always open Arceus, just go Ultra Ball, just go for Lugia V-Star. It's usually just works. Yep. Yeah. Either way, he got number one. The Marana. I told you there's gonna be a Marana laughing list on there because the seventh place didn't put his list out. And I'm gonna assume this is similar. I think this deck, and I think the reason why this deck was able to win in this tournament and Jesse Park wasn't able to win. I mean, Jesse Park was going against a beast in AJ Shada and the Lost Box Kyogre. It could just one hit. You got 200 HP Pokemon that give you four prizes or two prizes apiece. Kyogre, you get two prizes. You're just winning a lot of times. But Zapdos EX, Lucha damage onto you get Halucha damage onto a Pokemon, and then Zapdos EX it can just 120 to the active. That's when you're knocking out, or you put a lot of damage on some Pokemon. At 90, you can knock out whatever. It's just clutch. Walkability, right hand. Of course, you can attach energy. I think right hand might be a staple on back into Rhino because it just gives you extra energy. Flat field, people only usually put one down, of course, because you know what a snipe too. The Mew EX just busted. You put three lightning energy on this. Usually, a lot of times you're mainly just using it for the draw. Once per turn, draw three. And a lot of decks do use it for the draw, but I like to believe that sometimes you can use the Geonome attack just to surprise the opponent. Overall, very standard list, and overall these decks are good. But right on top of the Japan is not surprising. They get certain cards, they get certain sets before we do. But overall, let me know how you feel about these decks down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about Pokemon in general. Just like, do you feel like Marauder's the best deck? Do you feel like Lost Box Kyogre's the best deck? Let me know how I'm doing down in the comment section. If you think I stink, let me know. If you think I'm great, let me know. Thank you for watching Mr. Blake with another video. And have a great day, everybody. Peace.